Shawn and the Beanstalk is a really educational episode of Barney and Friends. I'm still on a mission to watch the first episode of each season of Barney because I'm trying to see how the show progresses or if things change. And this first episode of the third season aired originally in 1995. I would have been just before my third birthday, actually. And this is roughly the age when I was watching Barney. But this episode, I didn't have any recollections of it, but there were a couple of songs in this that really took me straight back to my childhood. And this episode is all about plants and what plants need to grow, sunlight, rain, or water, etc. And there's a lot of information about what plants need and how plants grow to become big and strong. And it's really educational in that regard. And I feel like most children start to learn about plants and soil from maybe the age of 4 or 5, the target audience, so the subject matter is really ideal as well. It got off to a fun start. We had a bunch of the kids singing Loopy Loo, which I used to love, and I have to say their energy and enthusiasm was really infectious. But for the second season opener in a row, the kid in a wheelchair leaves after the first song. And I'm not entirely sure if that's just a coincidence, because I haven't watched any of the episodes between the first episode of the second season and this one, but in both openers, the child in a wheelchair is there for a couple of minutes and then has to go home. And I just feel like it's just too coincidental. But aside from that, it's really good. We also have Oats and Beans and Barley Grow, which is a song I loved at school. But they sing oats, peas, bees. Oh, I can't even say it. Oats, peas, beans, and barley grow. Let me know if you know the song. Did you sing oats and beans and barley grow? Or oats, peas, beans, and barley grow? I can confirm, as I was singing along, the second version is much more difficult, but actually much more satisfying when you get it right. Then we have various other songs about growing, and the children have some fun pretending to grow by, wearing high-heeled shoes and other things. And we get to see some of the plants and learn more about plant food and where you can get these kinds of things if you want to plant your own seeds. And then they put on a little performance. Barney narrates Jack and the Beanstalk, and we get to see the children play acting this out. And I thought that was a really lovely way of telling the story rather than say, just having the children in a circle with Barney narrating it. And it's told in rhyme as well, which was really pleasing. So I thought that was something that a lot of children would find really appealing and something they can often replicate at home because the things they were using, were just bits and pieces from a craft box, things that a lot of children can find around the house. So I think that was a really lovely touch. There were some other songs in this, but I didn't know any of them. Just the two that I've mentioned I knew, but that was enough to fill me with nostalgia. Definitely a really educational episode. Definitely great for the target audience. No specific recollections from me, but those two songs, and of course the concluding song, as always, fills me with such glorious nostalgia. I have to say, it's definitely not a bad season opener. No major changes in the show so far. Although Min, can we talk about how much Min has grown up in 2 years or 2 seasons? Quite scary. But nothing with the structure of the show has changed, nothing feels different, and it still feels like a 90s show. And I'm keen to see how things progress and how the fashions progress as well as things go on. But for now, season 3 opener feels very much in keeping with the rest of them.